Hello, hello. Good Sunday. I don't know if it's pretty or not outside, but we're gonna make it here inside. Today, we're gonna have a practice of restorative stretching on the wall. You're gonna have the wall to support you, and I really hope you enjoy because this is one of my favorite stretch to do. Having the wall supporting you. Hi, Moe. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. So having the wall supporting you and the chair, it helps a lot. People that have problems in their hips, their back. Hi, guys. Hi, Deb. In their shoulders, everything, and especially in their knees. So this practice can help. Again, do what feels good. Do what the body can today, and I'm gonna give you some variations if you need to, but it's something that everybody has. A wall and a chair, and go grab it. Go find a place around your house that you have a wall that is free from stuff. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Coco. Good morning, guys. So good to be with you in this morning. So are we ready? So I should give a little bit more time. Say hi, everybody that is there. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Monica. Morning. How is everything going? Now with school starting or not starting, I don't know. I still confused. We're gonna do our best. And if I can give you any advice, it is stressful for teachers. It is stressful for parents. But let's make it as best as we can for our kids because they are also very stressed about this time. So let's make it at least peaceful, right? Try to make it. Wells, hi, yes, it is. It's going to be a beautiful day, hopefully, right? All right, let's start, guys. So I have a chair. I'm gonna go closer to my wall. I grab my chair, bring it over here. So this is beneficial for everyone. I'm not taking anyone out of the equation. This is good for kids, for younger adults, older adults, for anyone, okay? We're gonna find a seated position. We're gonna start very easy here. I'm gonna face you first, okay? Press your feet on the floor. Bring your hands to your legs. I don't know why I went far away from you guys. Then we're gonna start distressing the neck. How? Just releasing the head to one side. Now I see people when they do this, it's just going there and then folding, bending, because it's so hard, the neck is so stiff, that just doing this with the body looks like you're doing with your neck. So make sure your sit bones are rooted into your chair, and then you relax the head. Maybe this is all you can do. Maybe if you relax more, separating the chin from the shoulder. And then just take a nice long breath. And remember that this is for the health of your body and of course the mind. Both are connected, so if you release the body, you're going to release the mind. And then you can do a nice round here forward and then sending the head to the other side. And again, maybe this side is way tougher than the other one. Make sure the sit bones are down. You're not tensing any part of your chest or your back. Your hands and fingers are relaxed. And then we're enjoying this as a way to center ourselves, to root ourselves. And then release the chin again. Now we're going to do some half moon with the head forward, sideways. And with your eyes closed, it's easier to hear the cracks. It's easy to hear where the body needs most attention. Then you do two more here. And you can go all the way back to. Now, with your nice, beautiful fingers, you're gonna just tap all around your neck, back and forward. And I'm saying tapping, you can do just tapping or walking the fingers first. Okay, giving a nice massage all the way up to your ears and down. And then back again, maybe towards the shoulders. Sometimes we haven't been touched in a long time. Sometimes it feels even weird. But enjoying this moment. Alright, if you feel like you need more de-stressing the neck, you can do some more neck rolls. Otherwise, let's start. So I'm gonna face the wall. I gave enough time for everybody to grab your chair, right? Alright, so facing the wall, bring your toes towards the wall. So your heels are touching the floor and your toes are up. Now give a little pressure. I'm going really forward into my chair, but I'm feeling like I'm not slipping back. So you're gonna press the balls of your feet and feel that stretch in your toes, okay? Bring your hands to the back of your chair. And then fold a little bit forward and just release your neck. Now you can release the legs. You're not pressing the legs anymore. You're just letting your head go heavy, maybe for just one more breath. Notice if it's too bad for your spine. If not, you can stay here for one breath, one entire breath. All right, lengthen in the spine again. Keep your toes where they are, toes pressed to the wall. Now bring the right hand up, all the way up. And when I say all the way up, is what your shoulder can go, where your shoulder can go. And then the left hand goes too. So spreading fingers, pressing the palms, and looking down between your feet. Now your chest is going to go down as much as your spine and your shoulders can release. So maybe your pose is very different than mine, okay? So make sure your palms are touching the floor, and then you start to surrender your chest as you're sinking here between the arms. Toes are still in the wall. Take a nice breath in. It's a very deep shoulder stretch. And a deep breath out. Perfect. Now round the back slowly. And then from here, slide your left hand lower. And then take the right hand and reach all the way back. Again, your heels are on the floor and your toes are lifted. Exhale, bring your right hand all the way up. Slide your left and pulse again down with your chest. And then round your back. Release your right hand lower. Take your left hand off the wall and move back. Now, again, your back can be very different than mine. Your back might be here. Don't force into your shoulder if you feel like, oh, I don't want to go there. And then left hand goes up again. Right hand goes to meet the other one, kind of the same level, and then you drop the chest. And then we round. One more round. Left hand goes down, right hand moves away from the wall. Right hand moves back, left hand goes up, and then we stretch here. And then we round, right hand goes down, left hand moves away from the wall, and you reach all the way. A nice twist. Beautiful, bring your hand back. Now walk your hands lower, so to stay at the same distance as your shoulders, kinda, okay? Now separate your feet, open up. So the knees stay out and the hips stay up. Usually what happens, the knees go down in, because if your hips are very tight. So imagine that you're plugging your feet down, you're nailing your feet down to the floor, and the knees needs to be at the same level. okay? So that's gonna mean maybe you need closer to one another than further. All right, now nail your feet down and start to bend gently your elbows. So your elbows gently bend in. And then you're gonna release. And I know you're gonna start to feel in your arms. That's the intention of this, okay? Roll the shoulders down and breathe nice and easy. One more breath. And then exhale, start to press away from the wall. Bring your toes in again. Bring your hands to your legs. And then just let the notion of cold or warm release down to your fingertips. Arrive into your body with every inhale and exhale. All right, now the right toes are gonna find right the center. I don't know if you have a mat like me or not, but right in the center of your mat. And then the left knee is gonna slide to the left side. So I have my right leg towards the wall and my left towards the left. Now, my body needs to be a little bit more separate from the wall. Doesn't mean you have to. So I'm trying to straighten my legs. Some people are gonna need to have their knees bent. So notice what your body needs. My left hand's gonna find the chair, and my right fingertips are going to try to find the wall. Okay? Now, it's up to your hamstring, and it's up to your side hip and all the tissues that go towards the back there, that nice beautiful muscle. And then you're gonna roll the shoulder back and then try to move down towards that right side, towards the right wall and towards the right leg. Now I know that looks very easy, but is it? Now, another thing that you can do, I always call just a harder variation, if you want to release your head and keep stretching that left side neck and shoulder, you can do that too. Now, the wall is always supporting you as your fingertips are there. Try not to keep your breath shallow. Breathe. And then one more breath. And then take the right hand as you pull with your left. Take that right hand and move towards the back of the chair. Keep your right toes facing the sky. And then trying to grab the chair and then move a little bit more and finding that twist. Ooh. Keep your sit bones down and breathe. One more breath. All right, loves. Now we're gonna face that right leg as the left stays on the left. Maybe your fingertips find the wall. Maybe you need to bend the knee, okay? Now press your fingertips, lengthen the spine, take a deep breath in, and then a deep breath out as you fold just a hair, just an inch, if there's space forward. Nice breath in. And then press the wall away from you, and then slowly slide the right heel in. All right, we're gonna do the other side. Notice if that left side, all the way here, your left side of your low back feels it. It's exactly what we're trying to stretch the most. All right, left toes on the wall. Remember, the heel stays on the floor and the toes press in the wall. Now, if you need a little bend in the knee, please bring the chair closer, all right? Now, right knee facing the right wall. Right hand on the chair, opening up the chest, reminding you to roll that shoulder down. fingertips on the wall if you can reach. If not, you can always bend the knee. Now you're gonna fold. And as I say, your folding must have no space. Or maybe you're going way lower than I am going. I will be doing the second variation. I'm gonna also stretch my neck here as I release my head. Keep holding the chair and roll the shoulder back. Surrender your right foot and relax the belly. Take one more breath here. All right, take your left hand off and see if you can walk your hands towards the back of the chair. If you cannot, just bring your left hand to your right leg, okay? And twist this way. Breathe all the way, belly, low back, upper back. And then now our chest is going to face our left toes, but keep your right knee out. Fingertips towards the wall if you can reach them, otherwise bend your knee. Roll the shoulders down and maybe fold closer towards the leg. Nice breath in. And exhale completely. All right. Press. And then coming all the way up. Letting the knees face the wall again. And breathe. Now we're going to do one circle with the neck, with the head. And then one more. Perfect. We're going to stand up. A great way for you to stand up is to slide your butt back. Bring your feet down. When you come forward with your back. You use your hands in your knees. And then you lift your butt. And then you can always round the back and use your quads to stand up. All right. Now our butt's going to face the wall. And then our chair is going to face us. I will show you an easier version to do it. So let the back of your chair face you. You can do the opposite too, okay? Now, I like to bring my fingertips to the wall, so then I can bring my butt. My feet are forward. Make sure you're not slipping. You're in a place that you're not sliding. And then you have the chair closer. If you want to, move your chair. So now bring your hands to your chair and your sit bones, maybe release them side to side. Now we're going to bend gently the knees. Feel your sit bones really pressing into the wall. And then we are folding. Now how I have my chair, I can release my head, my forehead right there in the chair. Okay? That might be tough. So what is going to work for me is to have my chair like this and having a block to release my forehead. This is the perfect height for me right now, what my hamstring needs. Maybe later afternoon my head can find the chair, but right now I need this support. So my forearms are relaxed. I have the perfect bend in my knees to soften my hamstrings and my low back. Feel all your toes, the four corners of your feet touching the ground. Feel your shoulders being relaxed. Feel your chest relaxed. Your eyes and your jaw. Your lips. As we keep moving into the perfect stillness and the perfect supportive pose, we're going to take a gentle, other nice breath. And then let's start to work into straightening a little more of the right leg. As you're bending a little lower the left knee. So notice what happens to your sit bone into the wall. As we bend the right, you might slide your right sit bone down. And then doing the opposite very gently. Head is still relaxed, whatever you're using to relax your head. You can always use a blanket if you have a not very comfortable chair like mine. And then take another one. Alright, we're going to press the hands in the chair. Doesn't matter if you're doing the back of the chair, the front of the chair. Press your hands and lengthen the spine. Remember our halfway pose, that's what we're trying to do, but without straightening the legs. Keep your knees bent a little bit. You can bring your left hand a little closer to the center of your chair, and then move your right hand towards the wall. See the way I'm trying to move. First down, and then if your shoulder can, you can go all the way up. Now I'm straightening my right leg, and my left knee's bent. My right arm's going up towards the wall. As I press with my fingertips or whole palm, I'm going to twist. Breathe. Remember, you have the wall to support you. My words today. And then the right hand releases back to the chair. You bend your right knee, and then you straighten your left. And then the left hand finds the wall, and then you slide it up maybe. And then you twist here. Roll your shoulders down. Oh, it feels so good. Take another gentle breath. And then release your hand back down. Now holding the sides of the chair if you're in the variation that I am. If you're holding the top of your chair, you can do the same. Now, turn your toes out just enough. And then walk your heels too. So turn your toes out so your knees go too, and then we're going to fold even deeper. Okay, but now because the hips are open, there will be more space for you to tilt your pelvis to come down. Now here, you also should have a prop to support your head. We're not going to stay here for long because that can cause some cramping. But then you're going to slide your butt down, and sorry the noise that my pants makes in the wall. And now you can slide your sit bones down and bending the knees just gently more. And then relax your shoulders completely. You're going to feel again your feet on the ground, pressing them down. Take a nice breath in and out through your nose, engaging the leg muscles but relaxing the rest of the body. Pressing the hands down, rounding the back, looking maybe towards the belly, lengthening the legs, pivot your toes forward, and then start to go one bone at a time to touch the wall with your back. Yes? All the way to the back of your head. When the back of your head touches the wall, bring your hands like if your whole body's a magnet trying to find the wall, okay? Palms are facing forward, and then we're going to lift, slide all the way. When your hand starts to move away from the wall, this is where you should stop, okay? Keep your low back still touching, trying to touch the wall, the back of your head touching the wall. From here, guys, we're going to slide towards the right side, bending towards the right side. I know you guys cannot see me because you're not facing forward, but try to bend a little bit. And then we're going to slide back and bending all the way to the left side. I know this doesn't feel very comfortable when your arms are up and you're trying to touch the wall. And then we slide back. Now bend your knees. Slide down, keep your low back on the wall in the back of your head, and then release the arms towards your sides. Relax your fingers, engage your core, Bring your fingertips to find the wall, like if you're cupping your hands. Now, take your sacrum off the wall, like tucking your tailbone under. And then start to move forward with your hips. Move forward with your hips. Move forward with your hips. Keep the back of your neck on the wall. Now, if this is too much, you can always step closer to the wall with your feet, okay? Now, try to bring your fingers and interlace them. I said try to. If this doesn't work today, that's okay. Now, you roll your shoulders to bring them closer together. And then press. So all that we're doing, we can do on the floor too. But we're using the wall today to support us. Now try to bring your hands to touch the wall as they are interlaced. Relax and lengthen your neck. Take another deep breath here. Pressing your feet down. All right, release the hands if you're in this one. Bring your hands now over to the sides of your ears, and then you're going to press the wall away from you and come to a standing. So it's always supporting, never using anything that you don't need to come away from the wall. All right? All right, we're going to do some more fun poses. Now I want you to bring your chair, if you didn't have it, your chair, the back of your chair facing you. Okie dokie. Now the right heel is going to find the wall now. Right heel is going to touch the wall. Toes are going out just a little bit. So the outer foot is pressing down. Bring your hand towards the chair. I really hope you have a higher chair than me. You probably do. And then your left foot goes towards, between those two legs of the chair. It doesn't have to be underneath. It's going to happen as much as your hamstring and your calf muscle are going to start to talk to you. So you can always bend a little deeper that front knee, never passing your toes, and then you're going to feel here. Make sure your hips are squared forward, so your right hip's going towards the chair, the left hip's going back towards the wall, and then you're going to feel that calf stretch. Lengthen the spine. Maybe some of you want to go deeper down. Bending. Now when you go deeper down, you're going to feel also in the left hamstring. But keep your shoulders relaxed. Take a nice breath in. All the way to that back leg. Now press your hands back, straightening that front leg. Now we're going to stretch the front leg. And then lengthen in the spine again. Try not to press your butt back, but tuck a little bit the tailbone under. And then we're going to fold towards the chair. And please be gentle to your folding. And then we press away from the chair again. And then we're going to move the outside of your right foot towards the chair, towards the wall. My gosh, towards the wall. So press your foot down. Now you feel the touch of the wall and the support of the wall. So you're going to press against the wall as you tuck the tailbone under. Now your hips are apart. Now your hips are facing the right side. Okay? You can either release the forearm. Again, it's going to depend how high your chair is. You can release that forearm in the chair, or you can keep your hand. And then the right arm goes all the way up towards the sky. So you have the support of the wall in your right foot. And then pay attention, the left foot needs to press down towards the floor. And then the left hip bone is trying to lift away from that left foot just enough. Now you can feel the engagement of your legs. When you are here, breathe in, breathe out, and then do the opposite, sinking as you're lifting that right outside hip towards the wall and towards the sky, and then the left hip bone in towards that right hip, okay? Now just do this and feel how it feels in your body. Take one more breath, and then we're gonna release by bending the knee, left knee. And then the right hand's gonna try to find the wall. Okay, this is what I call Warrior 2 support. Warrior 2 supported by the wall. That's what I call. Lift your left hand off the chair and moving towards the wall. See that my arm have a lot of bend here? But not necessarily could be yours. But keep now that left hip bone away from the left knee as you're gonna feel more into that right leg. Maybe you can go deeper then. Maybe you can even touch the wall today. And then take one more breath. And then we move back. And then the hands find the chair. Now here guys, you can always slide a little bit to the left. And then create a momentum to step the right forward. Nice. Bring both feet towards the wall, please. Both heels towards the wall. And again, we're going to go towards my favorite release. To drop the chest. And breathe here. Now your arms can be straight, different than mine. Just doing what the chair is here now. And then rounding and coming back up. Let's keep your left heel towards the wall and then step the right towards the front, towards the chair. Give the space that your body feels like is necessary for your restore pose. Right hip bone goes towards the wall, left goes forward. Listen to the body, tuck a little bit in, engage your core. Bend slowly and gently that front knee as you really feel that back of the leg. I call the potato of the leg. And then open up the chest. And then breathe. Maybe you can fold closer to the chair. Maybe your forearms can be supported by the chair. And then you breathe here. And again, release is not that thing that we just do a little stretch and that's it. To really make the fascias and the tissues open, we need to spend a little time. And this is a thing that we cannot be lazy to do. Okay? Very important to stay flexible, because if you stay flexible, you can be flexible until you're like 200 years. If you keep practicing, if you keep taking time to honor the body, and to honor what was given to you for free. Okay, now I'm going to bring my hands back to the chair. I'm going to work into straightening that front leg. And as I do this, keep working to moving your right hip backwards, so both hips are facing the chair. And then we're going to fold again. Soften the shoulders. With one more deep breath, we're going to gently bend the front knee again. Now pivot your left foot all the way to the wall. Now your outer foot is touching the side of the wall. Right foot down. Then you're going to start to open your chest by releasing the right hand on the forearm or the forearm down. So see, I am in my Warrior 2. Now press your right foot and lift your right hip bone away from that right knee as your left hip bone releases down towards the left foot. Okay? Reach that left arm up. Now we're going to do the opposite a little bit. Tuck it in and then straight that right leg. Roll the shoulders. Breathe. Now if this doesn't feel like, oh, I feel like my body needs to go lower, you can go towards the seat of the chair with your hand. And then maybe looking up if it feels good. Take a deep breath in. All right, guys, we're gonna bend the knee again. Pressing equally both feet. Release the left hand into the wall. Right arm moves away and towards the wall. Again, we're not forcing, we're going to the edge of our stretch as we breathe easily. And then straight that leg, bring that hand back, slide the right foot in, and then take and step forward. Awesome. Now we're gonna go one more time towards the wall with our sit bones. And this time we're gonna separate the feet. Again, toes go out, heels stay in the, if I bring my foot out, you're gonna slip because it's so dry. So now I'm gonna have my chair facing me, because now my hamstring have more space. So I just have my hips out just enough. Toes are going to the same direction as my knees. And I'm gonna fold towards my chair, okay? I can bring my hands or my arms to support me. And we will stay here just for a few breaths. You can use pillows, you can use whatever prop that you need to find your perfect stance as you're folding. One more breath. And then hands go back to the chair. You're going to lengthen your spine. You're going to pivot your toes to face the chair again. Bend your knees and slide your butt a little lower. We're going to fold one more time. Now with the knees bent, it's easier. But the folding is going to have a reaction. When we're as low as we can go, we're going to press the hands and wave the spine back. And then look forward with your chin. Then exhale, we fold again. Gentle movement. Inhale, wave in the spine as your chin goes forward. Exhale, one more. Inhale, we're going to go back. And we're going to take our sit bones away from the chair. Okay? Now, if you cannot be in your knees, that's fine. You can do the same thing sitting in your chair, just opening the chest. But what I'm going to show you here, this is how everybody should practice their camel pose, okay? So I have a blanket that I'm going to support my knees. You can have the same, or you can just fold your mat. Now you're going to find your knees very close to the wall. And I'm bringing my chair with me a little bit, so everybody can see me. So my hips are going to face the wall. I'm going to press into the wall. And if your belly goes first, that's okay. We all do that. You're going to feel your belly first in the wall. And then you're going to tuck your tailbone under. Feel your legs engaging. Your quads are going to be on fire just to do this. Now, if your hands, or maybe just one hand, can find the chair, this is great. So you can press the heels of your hands in the chair. And then roll the shoulders back. And then keep pressing your pubic bone towards the chair. Now it's up to your back how open or how squeezed your low back can be as you lift your chest up towards the sky. Now this can be very intense for the quads. Keep engaging your glutes to lift your pubic bone. Now this is how you practice camel pose. So your hips are always in the same place. It's not going back. So that can do some damage in your knees. So you open the chest. Maybe if you want to go do another variation and open the chest to the right. Keep your hand, and then the other hand goes all the way up to the sky or to the wall or towards you. And then you can switch slowly. Left hand, right arm, and then you open to the other side. And then you reach back. Beautiful, guys. Now let's face the chair again slowly. Kindly have someone to help you. This is even better. I'm going to face the chair here. Have the knees. And if it doesn't serve you, please just sit down. If you cannot sit in your knees. And then we're going to have the chair. It's going to be a child's pose supported here. You can straighten your arms, or you can just relax the forehead down. Or you can go crazy like me. What I like to do is to open my shoulders in this one, have my elbows on top of my chair, and then my head down. And again, do what feels good. As we're taking 2 more breaths into this back and shoulders restore. Rounding the back and coming back up. You guys did so good. I'm very proud of you if you're practicing with me. Right now, you have 2 choices: to use your chair to do a Shavasana or to use the wall. Of course, you always have more choices. You can just lay down. But for all the things that we did, we can have the wall supporting us or the chair. So what I'm gonna have is my pillow right in front of the wall. So that's going to help my hips be lifted, my legs going higher, and my chest lower than my legs. So that's the intention of Viparita Karani. And you can have a noda. You can have either some blankets wrapped, which you have a little more of a chest opener. I don't recommend this for people that have low back issues, okay? That can be very intense. Or just to have another blanket underneath or to support your neck, whatever works for you. It's the most important part of the practice, so don't jump unless you really have to go. Now, that can be very intense for people that have very stressed hamstrings. Let's use the word stressed hamstrings. So for you to go all the way down, up. The easiest version that I think it is to go into the edge of your prop. Your side is facing the wall. Now one hand supports you down and then the other hand, and then you reach both legs slowly, one at a time, up. And then you're gonna re-scoot yourself if you want. Now this is when I said you can have a blanket supporting your upper back and your neck maybe. And then you can always rearrange yourself. What's going to feel good for me to stay for a couple minutes is to have my legs really separated. Because now my hips have more open. Just don't do this right away into a practice. You can keep your hands in your belly, or you can let them be open to the sides. If you chose Viparita Karani, a supported wall, another great way to do a restorative one is to have something wrapped around your legs and holding your legs kind of like hips distance apart, closer together, so you don't feel like you need to keep For me, there is no problem. I can keep my legs like that, but some people feel like they're gonna slip. So having that support helps them, okay? Now you can always do a little bit of Viparita and then go all the way down to the floor if you want. Now if you're doing this one, if you have your hands in your belly to come back to your beautiful breath. When it's hard to quiet my mind, I always start with gratitude. Gratitude is the first thing that comes. It can be as simple as, I have a mat today. It can be as simple as, I'm not exhausted right now. It can be as simple as reminding of someone that you love smiling towards you and that person being alive. It can be towards today, I can practice this. Today, I can feel my breath. Whatever variation you're doing of Shavasana, start to honor the whole body and giving your body up towards gravity without controlling, because control, we all know, is an illusion. As you slowly melt your head, as you slowly feel that your chest, your back and your legs can melt. You gently notice the little noises of your physical body, restoring and healing itself. Wherever you are, give space for your eyes to soften. Give space for your cheekbones to melt. Give space for the soles of your feet and your toes. For your shoulders and your eyes. For the neck and the hamstrings. For the low back and your hands. Release. Surrender. Remember to be gentle. Letting the body slowly quiet together with your mind. as still as you can get, more aware. You can become. Being more aware means you're more alive. Either if you have the legs up the wall or in your chair or all the way down. We're going to start to move slowly the toes, making some small movement with your legs. Maybe stretching here the ankles as you point your toes and flex. If you have just the normal legs up the wall, bend your knees. If you have the legs on the chair, your knees are already bent, so you can take your feet off the chair. And then just move your knees side to side. If you're like me with the support in your low back, it becomes way easier to do this one because gravity is doing all the work here for you. You just need to swing them side to side. Bring your arms by your sides. Relaxing your shoulders. And then doing one more swing side to side. And then sending the legs to the left side. I chose the left, you don't have to choose the left. And then your right hand, if you've chosen the left, supporting you. Bring your butt all the way down, and then you come to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Taking a moment to reconnect here with your sit bones. Bring your hands to your knees, lengthen in the spine, soften. And then you swing just lay your head again, be heavy. But what I like and what matches my body is to have my hands holding my knees, and I'm pressing my knees into my hands. So I can stretch even more all the way to the back of my shoulders, because my arm length, it just works perfectly with my torso, so I can feel more of the stretch in my neck here. And you swing just a few more times side to side. Lengthen in the spine if you want to bring your hands together towards the heart center. The light that shines in me sees, honors, respects, and loves the light that shines in you. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful souls with me this morning. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully I will see some of you in Alex's Vineyard today. I will be performing there. Let's see who else showed up. Hi, Lori. Hosanna. Oh, a big hug to all of you. Ferd, Michelle. A big hug. I hope you feel my hug and my warmth going towards you guys. And enjoy your Sunday. And hopefully to see you all soon.